Hello, good afternoon to everybody, and I'm very pleased to welcome you as this web event organized by our specialized group of wholesale group and of course by EuroCommerce. And this event is dedicated to wholesale sector. It's a sector that perhaps you don't know, so I think you will learn a lot, and this is the idea, because it's a huge sector, but very often below the radar, and that's why we choose the title to lift the veil to the wholesale. Let me introduce this afternoon by remembering you that you learn that at school, business school, that the producer produce the product, but the wholesaler buys all the product by lorry, by pallets, and then split it to the retailer who sell it to the end consumer. This is still true, but you know that more and more producer, with the data they have, now try to sell directly to the end consumer. We can imagine that one day Michelin, the tire producer, will be able to sell directly the tire to the end consumer. And more wholesalers who have this big warehouse with so many SKUs that, of course, with their website, they sell to the end consumer directly. And of course, we have also retail company who are so big that they want to diversify their customer and try to sell to handcraft or intermediate company. And finally, the end consumer try to sell also the product because they want to prolong the life of the product and sell it again to what we can call wholesale of customer of data platform, where he can sell again the product. And this revolution between the different companies, what do you think about Alibaba? Is Alibaba a wholesaler or Alibaba a retailer? This is all the revolution we have to face, and that this is kind of topics we will have the pleasure to discuss together. In order to lift the veil on this sector, let me give you some figures, tremendous figures about the importance of this sector. We have around, let's say, a little bit less than 2 million companies in EU implicated in wholesale. They employed around 10 million employees, which represent 5% of the total EU employment, which is incredible. And we estimate that the added value of these companies is 660 billion euro. So a tremendous sector who is working in different ecosystem. Wholesaler is everywhere in all the sector, and we are very pleased this afternoon to have different sector, the food industry, with metro, the pharmaceutical, the chemical, the electric. We have wholesaler in all parts of the economy, and we have a great representative of all the sector this afternoon to share in different panel with us. In this sector, most of the company are very small company. 91% of this company are small company, and when I speak small company, is less than 10 employees. The rest is SMEs, around 10 to 200 employees. But we also have leaders and world leaders, and I will come back again at the end of my speech with Sony Bar, which is the world leader and a very big company. This afternoon, we will have some panel about the challenge this company has to face, because the wholesale sector has to face, like all the other sector, of course, the digitalization of the sector, of the company, of the world, and of course the sustainability. And we will see how they contribute specifically in the sector to improve the world, and what is their contribution in supply chain, and how they improve the way they supply all the product. Of course, during the COVID, some of the company were hardly hit and try to survive, like many other companies, and we are very happy that we start a new recovery period. And some of those which were on the right sector, who supply, for instance, hospital with mask or some disinfectant, make a big and a huge exceptional year last year. To finish my introduction, I will have the pleasure to introduce Philippe Delpech. Philippe Delpech is the Chief Executive Officer of Sony Bar. Perhaps you don't know Sony Bar. I know well Sony Bar because Sony Bar is a family-owned company from north of France, and it's not a small company. They realized last year 23 billion euro. They are implemented in more than 40 countries, and it's the world leader, #1 in this sector, selling pieces of electric equipment. So, Philippe, we are very pleased to welcome you, very pleased that you dedicate some time with us in order to explain what are the challenges of Sony Bar, how you develop and you digitalize the company, and what you are doing to improve the sustainability of the world with Sony Bar. So, good afternoon to everybody. I hope you will enjoy this event. I'm quite sure that you will learn more about this sector. And Philippe, the floor is yours.